Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. And the Rebels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing,
breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in.
Here's a little headed to the end zone. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he added the extra point. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ready to fire from the pistol. Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. Breaks the tackle. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Off the play fake. Got a man. It's Alexander. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
You know it's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Red pass, it's complete. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And they tacked on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Bussey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Plows through the defense. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Here's Reed to throw. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Got room on the return.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off. What a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He's got him. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. They want to throw it. The screen, he's got wheels. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and a nice job quickly getting the ball out. These bubble screens got to come out fast and got to come out to your playmakers who you can throw it to and trust them to make the right read, get the ball upfield, and get in the end zone.
And he makes the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The run inside. It's Owens. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Throwing Reed. That's caught. It's Craver. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Texas A&M going quickly.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. That's caught. It's Craver. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Reed. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Reed. Here's the pressure. Got it inside the 10. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down. The Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Texas A&M going up tempo. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He marched 78 yards down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, You know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going long. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking for a crease. It's Lindsey. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Rebels will punt this one away.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Now here's Reed. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Right down the gut of the field. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Going to the run, it's Lacey. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Complete on 3rd down. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more in the morning of that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on 1 more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Reed. Pressure coming. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Appalachian State taking on the Arkansas State Red Wolves. And it's the Mountaineers on top in a game most people didn't give them a chance in. But this team remains steadfast all week, and their belief is paying off. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He might want another play. Trying to impose their will with the run. Got enough for the first. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Handoff to the single running back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Looking for space. It's Lacey. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And the Rebels come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. Working that wide receiver screen. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Here's Reed to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Running inside, it's Edwards. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and is supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest, takes it in to the end zone for 6.
And the extra point splits the uprights. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Turning it on! Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Yeah, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Puts it out of the air. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The screen, and watch out. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Wants to throw again. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Owens. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throwing Reed. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Back to pass, it's Reed. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to throw it again. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
And they get him down. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Reed. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Nothing you can do about that on defense. That's just an outstanding one-handed grab by the tight end.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Fourth down, Reed. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop them.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Hard running there. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Throws it deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. On the ground, it's Lacey. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Might be changing the route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On target to the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Running it to the right. Still running at the 40. Quick step and go. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Runs through the tackle. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Lacey.
And this team's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen it. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now 1st and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a 4th down, try to make them kick a field goal.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Rebels! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Rebels surge back on top.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field, and he loses the football. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit, and ball security becomes an issue.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Trying the run, it's Lacey, and he's wrestled to the ground. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. It's first down from the 11. Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Reed. Under fire. Got his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air, it's Reed. Looking to scramble. Here's a throw downfield late. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses that evolve so much, they can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game.